Welcome, good afternoon, to your best football tactical analysis. As on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube over here. You don't get it any better than you get it from your husband Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Welcome back. Someone subscribe to the channel like we always do. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. Subscribe to CA. Not turn on notifications to CA. The Eddie Kowa husband Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. You want some baby. I appreciate all the analysis here. In fact, there's a lot of stuff at Chelsea that's going on, all the deep-seated stuff you made even come out and say. Obviously, there's some stuff from other clubs as well, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, and it will start from there. If you're not turned on notification, you should. Because like I always say, it is imperative. So better turn on notification. Let's start from the tidbits around different clubs. But you like the title of the video that say, there is a Chelsea player that's up for discussion. Maybe we come out and we'll talk about the things and Ryan Zoma kind of MRF said games that cost for English Premier League after say Chelsea, boy, Everton, and Rano. There are going to be games that are going to go on in the Christmas period every 3 days. And over here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, bro, the constant update was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. They be bro analysis 2-3 days. Of course, on Isra, you could break, but here there is no break. Once I leave the bedroom, I come here, I put together content for you. I leave the living room, I come here, I put content for you. It's back to back. Like saying they be a consistent update on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. And I want to say big thank you to you. Christmas morning, here, what a year I've had with you guys. Solid year. It has been great. I think that time year this year, we're not even up to, I don't even think we're up to 10K. I think somewhere around 10K. But we've had almost about extra 13,000 people come on to us. I want to say a big thank you to all of you. In fact, for those first few people that kept on sharing, that kept on recommending, I have had a lot of people that say Fifi, somebody shared your link here. Fifi, I got this from here. Fifi, I said from here. Thank you for all the input as well. I want to say a big thank you to you. But only thank you, the better. And then some of you said I should mention names. Once I say the entire, you send comments, I don't mention the names. In the last few minutes, you are going to mention names, so stick and say some of you's name is going to come up, and we're going to have some excellent conversation on. So after Chelsea drew against Everton, like a game that we said was going to be difficult. I think that for almost everybody, Chelsea fans, non-Chelsea fans, Obiaji Tumu say Everton match not very tough. Now we spoke about the fact that Everton in the Yomo game now they are stubborn. In fact, before the Everton game against Chelsea, Everton they were supposed to play against Liverpool, but because of the storm or Liverpool, they couldn't play. They played against Arsenal, so into Manchester go Everton, Swan, and it is the huge thing. That's the level, and it tells you how solid Everton team here. But you see, me person me try against CBB so. Say now Chelsea last season, 2 seasons ago, the game probably wouldn't have ended 0-0. It probably would have ended 1-0. Now it's to make us up. Idea about Kwa, you a lot of credit to Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal team. Is that defensively they are very resolute. Now, why do I say this? So watch the Arsenal team now. Even when they are not scoring, it's hard for you to score them. Yes, they make some 1 or 2 mistakes, but it's difficult for you to score them. Now, for Chelsea in the first few months, we all know about Chelsea blistering attack at Chelsea team way, no achit match, no achit team way, no achit na Copa, achit 4, achit 3. All of those things are there. But to have Wesley Fofana out of the team, not the second choice to get into the team in Bernard Belashiri also being out. Then Levi Cole being played at LCB, not the CCB. Then having issues at the right back because Malo goes to a Marco Crea Suepra or Mobi. Now who keep it clean sheet. Now Tosin Adrebia comes in, he was solid. I think there are a lot of respect out to go to the Chelsea defense over the weekend. They were top notch. Top notch. And I will talk about that into detail. Of course, Barcelona lost to Atletico de Madrid. And like I said, when you're Barcelona, don't be too hard on yourself. I don't think Barca in a very bad place. I think that it was a game that Hansi Flick tactics was spot on, using Gavi and Pedri in the half spaces, and then constantly recycling possession, pinning Atletico for running back, and then creating quality chances against Atletico was very good play. I understand. So we compare Xavi number of points on at the same stage in the competition last season any words Hansi Flick, I mean, of course, and Hansi Flick, I say, or your top manager, he is good, blah, blah, blah. And it's uncommon. You'll be a little bit jittery, but I think that Barca on the right path. It's not even an issue of personnel. I think, yes, the fact that Barca could not convert the chances so many, Robert Lewandowski, Fermin Lopez, of course, on the other side, Celtic players, beat Rafinha, Mo, Pedri himself, after scoring his first goal, failed to get that job done now. It obviously affected FC Barcelona, but then you would want to be calm and then hope that things will get better, because I believe Barca 4 are on a very, very good track and everything will be going on well for them. Yes, after game, Danny Olmo echo Instagram, and I say we will be back stronger on Instagram. About your friend Danny Olmo. In fact, there is a video where Pedri Gonzalez and Gavi, Pablo Gavi, have a conversation. It's reported in Spain. Say that Gavi bofu. Na ne bufu no afu nyina say most of the times now, Robert Lewandowski press the center backs of Atletico de Madrid no. I'm saying Robert Lewandowski, according to Gavi, he was unhappy with how much effort Robert Lewandowski was putting into the game in terms of how much he had to press on opponents so that they get a foothold of the game. And then the ninja after the game, they had a conversation with Robert Lewandowski and he wants Lewandowski to do better in that regard. I think that Barca are not in a good place. I mean, there's Christmas break in the Spanish La Liga anymore, and then you are going to be out for a while. But then again, they'll be back, and the points are close at the very top. Before that game, between Madrid, Atletico de Madrid, and Barcelona, it was just 1 point difference. Now, after Atletico de Madrid winning, it means that the points gap is going to be 2 points between Barca and Atletico de Madrid. Whilst Madrid, any team, my friend Atletico de Madrid, now just becomes 1 point for both of them. I mean, sense the tone. I saw a video of a branch friend, Mark Bernal, returning or the rehabilitation work to return to full team training for team and friend FC Barcelona. And I think that's very, very good news, especially I'm giving the fact that Barca 4 would want to manage Marc Casado, send by your uncle Cupra, and also manage Pedri and Gavi. Excuse me. Manage Pedri and Gavi also very well, so they don't put too much pressure, they don't overload them. No, it's very important that Mark Bernal are returning to full team training, which is a very, very good thing for team up your friend FC Barcelona. Of course, on the part of Real Madrid, just by way of tidbits, you will remove the deep stories. No, I say, by the way of tidbits, no. Real Madrid also Carlo Ancelotti and Florentino Perez went in there, took pictures for Madrid for Christmas dinner. Florentino Perez sent a message to Madridistas across the world, captains Dani Carvajal and Luka Modric, and put a message together. Florentino Perez, Carlo Ancelotti, Luka Modric, and Dani Carvajal wishing you Merry Christmas across the world. Real Madrid returned to training on the 30th of December. From now going on, they are going to have some rest over there. Real Madrid, Fede Valverde, she had an excellent goal for Real Madrid in the last game against Sevilla, and it was a very, very good one for them in that conversation and over there. I was saying this, so for me, Nipa Balko was very impressed in that Chelsea game. It was a branch of friend tossing at Drabiayo. I think that he's so calm on the ball. Born and tossing a ball, he was excellent on the ball, building up from the back, the calmness on the ball. I mean, the ability to read the game and then understand what is needed of him as a center back. He was so calm, and I like the fact that he came in. Different temperament from Wesley Fofana, but it means that a branch of friend Levi could go and do the job. Like I said, this is something that Chelsea usually wouldn't have been able to do. But then again, because of the switch, how good the team has grown. Again, Chelsea ball match anyway. Now, fans voting for the best Chelsea player, man of the match. It went to Robert Sanchez. See, a lot of people have been overly critical of Robert Sanchez, and guys, most of you even here in the stream, in the video here, in the comment section, as on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, have been very hard on Robert Sanchez. But to be very, very honest with you, I think that he has held his own. I think that Robert Sanchez has been good in the sense that Ejuma Waye on the ball, Ejuma Waye off the ball, especially in terms of metrics, which say cross claiming. Say Chelsea defend the corner. Now, who hear your goalkeeper to be bold, come out and claim the cross. He has been good. The shot stopping again. Robert Sanchez has been excellent in that regard, and I think that that's one of the good things that Chelsea have been able to do with Robert Sanchez. And I wasn't shocked when people voted him as the man of the match. Chelsea fans voted, as the man of the match on the day. I think that he was excellent in whatever the team wanted from him and how good he was. He was brilliant, and you have to give him credit for a Jumana Abrantia, your friend Robert Sanchez, at Chelsea over the weekend. And yes, say say several times Robert Sanchez have made mistakes. You should also accept that he has been good in various parts also of the season, where he has played very well, where he has dictated the pace of games well, where he has saved Chelsea essentially, throughout the season. And you have to give him a lot of credit over them. And I think that he has done a very, very good job in that regard over them. If you go on and then you have a conversation, like I did say, or something, I think that Chelsea are yet to have a monumental breakdown in games because of the structure and then the job that Enzo Maresca has. And then I was saying, defensively, even when Chelsea are not playing too well, they're able to stick it together. Mind you, not consistently, Chelsea are cast up a clean sheet this season, and then we're not getting the clean sheet. That game away at Goodison Park in a dreaded ground for against Team Friend Everton was important. I think that the team has surprised a lot of people because a lot of people didn't expect it to be at this level this fast, especially for me defensively in the game against Everton. You see, it was a different kind of game. The total dominance game now control na kitabo now different from when you have to constantly be in battle with Abdoulaye Doucouré, when you have to constantly be in battle with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, when you have to constantly be aggressive on the wide areas with Mikelenko and Harrison. It's different when you have to deal with James Tarkowski every time. It's a different kind of game. That's I like what Chris Sutton said about Chelsea, talking about the fact that it was a different kind of game where in a game where you have to come in and then be aggressive and play some good stuff and then force the issue over there. It's a good one. Now, a lot of people spoke, including Floyd Hanselback Jenny, on Chelsea performance. Was it playing there is the very difficult circumstances. With the wind and the rain, Everton is always a difficult place to go. On the matter to go, no matter the position you are in the league. To keep a clean sheet, you have to score goals, but nevertheless, they have gone there and then set out that they are not going to lose. They will leave with at least 1 point, and that's not a bad thing. Chelsea at the moment are feeling good and working really hard for each other, and I think that was smart. And one of the things that was important was how hard Chelsea worked on the ball and off the ball against Team Friend Everton, and give them a lot of credit for how good they have come in. Hanselback went on and says that Chelsea will feel how far they have come. To go to Everton, have expectation of the win and stuff like that, and get the game done. I think that was excellent. And then waiting after the game. So what he Enzo Maresca? Maresca was clearing his pre-match, post-match press conference. Said, "As on any driving than the Bournemouth game. As on watch game now Chelsea boy now. He is more excited than the Bournemouth game because how Chelsea were physical, very aggressive against a stubborn Everton sider. Then there was no need for him to be worried. He has to be happy with the performance that the boy is not putting it up because he believes that there is even more to come over the Ute Gary Lineker said surprising Chelsea because they have been pretty free scoring as well. But it just shows you that it's difficult when teams are organized, and shows you that Chelsea can turn up when they have to be organized and when they have to be solid at the back. Steve Nico, but see, you are asking for a different type of performance at Goodison Park. The weather against a team that relies on strength, just strength and physical strength. That's what Everton rely on, and they stood up for it. Kudos to Chelsea. And so from that point of view, if you are Maresca, then you are pleased. Not only can you play football and win games, but you can also actually be physically strong against a strong big team and pick up points from them. And that's what Neko Eka about Enzo Maresca and how good he was and how solid he was over them. Now Pickford after the game spoke about Chelsea. Was it for them at Everton? We worked hard defending and being resilient. It shows on days like today. Playing top sides like Arsenal away last week, defending most of the game and counter-attacking, being compact today against a very good side in Chelsea, and the form that they are in. We dig in, and when we have to go to dig in, we work hard. Talking about how good that only team, not Oye. And Slot after the game against, Tori Atmosphere spoke about a lot of things, and they are very, very interesting. I'll talk to you about that, how that seems into Ntemia, also Enzo Maresca kind. I will talk about that. But just listen to what Anslot said. Anslot said, I didn't expect Chelsea to drop points today as well. It can happen in any game, and that's what makes the league so special. That's why many want to watch, and that's why we play in Christmas time. And he's talking about the facts. I mean, it's also Chelsea form now. He didn't expect Chelsea to drop any point. That is pure mind games. And Slot really knew that Everton match is a game where Chelsea could drop points. And from now till the curve in January, if Chelsea that second, let's say Liverpool that first, it's going to be pure mind games week in, week out. All of them. And Mary said Chelsea and Liverpool and all the teams the Englishmen will play 3 times each week. In a week, we'll be about 3 times. Chelsea, Liverpool, all of the teams are going to play 3 times in a week from now to the end of the season. This evening, there are going to be games every 3 days for all the teams. I think Saturday back with Liverpool, the squad in depth that they may not have. Team, but then again, I think apparently I have a friend, Anna Slot, has done an excellent job in terms of how good that they've been playing. So Enzo Maresca, on Sunday after the game, he spoke about some very, very decent stuff. Maresca on the draw. Okay, I say he's absolutely happy. I'm more than happy today than I was after the Brentford game. It's tricky game, tricky stadium, tricky team. They are one of the 5 best teams defensively in Europe in terms of keeping clean sheets. Enzo Maresca on what they could have done differently. I said we knew already it was going to be a tough game to create chances. In general, you struggle to create chances against them. There was no space for Cole. Overall, in this kind of games, you have to be clinical. He goes on to talk about it as well over there. He goes inside and talks about the fact that Enzo Maresca on Tosin was very good. All the players defensively were very good. Clean sheets, we don't concede. Happy for them. Enzo on the windy conditions. Today's game for sure was different to the rest. The way we showed togetherness was excellent in terms of how we stood together. Enzo Maresca on Sanchez's performance. I think Robert did one save today in the first half. In the second half, that was really good. I'm very happy because the performance of the boys was fantastic. Sometimes you have to have a different game and then to learn to play in a different way. Talking about Enzo Maresca, and I think that was a very, very good one. I think that I had some issue with Enzo Maresca and how he set up, but then again, I think that's really Enzo. The team was very, very good. He went to and says that we arrived to the Christmas moment second on the table with the best attack and one of the best defenses. So we are happy at the Christmas period. We want to work on from there. In the first half, we had Nicholas Jackson one-on-one with the keeper and from the post and hits the post from keeper. We had another 2 or 3 chances inside the box. We had to be clinical. Of course, I think that in games like that, Chelsea really should have been clinical or could have been clinical. I listened to also Tosin Aderebiayo after the game. He said some very cool words over there, and we'll go through them also. Tosin Aderebiayo after the game, I say everybody's fighting spirit impressed me. We went out there to be fully focused and give a good battle against a strong Everton team. We have a lot of confidence heading into the new year. We are on a really good run of form and moment. We are full of confidence and just want to keep going. Over there talking about Tosin Aderebiayo. It's something as the defenders love to do, talking about a block, keep clean sheets and the moment to do so and put your body on the line. It's a very difficult game, and that block was very, very important. How Utimi block Sabono and then put his body on the line. I think that our branch friend Tosin Aderebiayo was spot on in that regard. I mean, really made sure that he saved Chelsea on the night. It was a smart one for him. I think that generally was a good one. The only not so good news I heard from Chelsea camp, and he said, and then Nkuku, manager, a friend of Pini Zahavi. Now, if you know Pini Zahavi, he's one of those super agents, big agents, on managing the affairs of Christopher and Nkuku. And obviously, so the game against Everton, and Nkuku came on and played just a few minutes. Now, the reports in France, and then obviously also in England, and they said Pini Zahavi has proposed to FC Barcelona, saying Omonji Nkuku from Chelsea, maybe on loan or at a discounted fee, so that Nkuku can go on and then play for them. Now we are hearing saying Nkuku has said that he doesn't want to move from Chelsea, but in the game time we are very, very limited. And then I say a man for baby, so one share Nkuku may accept to go and play for Tima, your friend of Barcelona. But his agent has spoken to Pini Zahavi. Now what you have to understand is that Nkuku also, Nkuku agent, our friend of Pini Zahavi is also the agent of Papa, your friend Hansi Flick, who is the manager of FC Barcelona. Now, Enuti, I said there has been a little tete-a-tete between Chelsea and a team your friend FC Barcelona. Now, because Hansi Flick is struggling, getting goals, of course, with the absence of Lamine Yamal, people are expecting that one Shane maybe so Chelsea 80, it's a Barca 40 million Nkuku, then they can play Nkuku more centrally, push Dani Olmo outright when Lamine Yamal and Asu Biepra, then they get a lot of depth in terms of money more attack. No, send a branch friend Christopher Nkuku come on. He is also the agent for branch friend Robert Lewandowski. So wait to see if that's going to happen. But Chelsea, any Barcelona action on a branch friend Christopher Nkuku. This is where we draw the curtain on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. We promised to mention some names, or I say promise to come in. Some of you who have been constantly being on us. I don't like to mention names, but then see, I'll do the list. I'll do the list and I'll put it in the description of the next video. I was Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Today, take care. Bye bye. Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye.